Greetings and rising. Thank you all for coming back. I appreciate you. We are up. We are live. Okay. Listen here. We are going to give it up. The beef sector will be on Next Case with Queen Tulsa, and our celebrity news and all that is going to be on the main channel. I don't want to conflict the two. And so we're going to do all that over here. Now, I just want to say, thank you all. Happy New Year. Happy Kwanzaa. Um, and yeah, Happy New Year. So we're here. Today is what, January the second day in the year. And child, let me tell you, on the first day of the new year, baby, it was a lot going on in the beef sector. We had Brooke, her and her dude had come out. Well, her dude didn't come out, but Brooke had stormed up on the panel, on Brianna's panel. And child, baby, when I tell you, she was very hot. She was very hot and she was pissed off. But my thing is, there's no need for her to be pissed because everything that people were bringing up were things that she did, right? You want to sit up here and you want to it just seems like she just has a thing for me. And I don't know who she made a deal with, but she's losing. She's definitely losing. And my thing is, I don't have no issue with the lady. I'm just saying that the lady gave me a lot of content to speak on. So, like, when she's out here sticking her neck out for dudes, I'm like, baby girl, you should be sticking your neck out for your husband. You should be sticking your neck out for your husband. You around here chasing Lady Snoop around over pills. Like, girl, you got to let that go. You should have left that back in 2024. So apparently, Peels is coming with Malik and Brooke in 2025, child. Uh huh. And like I said, when it comes to a man and a real man that loves you, because I've been loved several times in my life, I know what it feels like to be loved. I know what it's like when it's just, what I'm saying? It's just really not given, you know, this is like a serious thing. Is given like his lights, camera, action, and let's just get married for the fun of it. Or let's just get married for the hell of it. You know? But when it comes to Brooke and Malik, I just kind of feel like I get that people do their marriage and run their marriage how they want to. But when you're asking people to respect you and respect your man, you're not giving us nothing to respect, sister or brother, you know? So that's why I was like, it's given, they good girlfriends, they sisters. It's given she's a beard. And we've seen a lot of beards out here on YouTube, Child, they saying that Vic then got his old lady as a beard, you know. Tommy and his boyfriend, what is it? Contre or Cantre, he said that he was a beard for 28 years. And this man had come out and he said, yeah, I'm out now. And he's been giving up his box. I said, Amen. I said, Amen. Girl, he ain't got to hide up in that closet no more. Mhm. If more men would do that, it would make the world a better place. If more women would do that. Ladies, you know that feeling inside and you up here living for your family and stuff. Baby, live for you. You got to live for you. And a lot of people be pressed and upset, but baby, I'm over here living for me. Damn anybody else. Damn my mama, my daddy, my uncle, my aunties. I can't live for none of them. I've got to live for me, you know? So I feel like whenever they get to that stage in their life where they're going to live for themselves, I guess we're still going to get pretty much the chase around or the runaround with Brooke can't keep her hot pocket in the house. She's trying to put it in everybody's toaster. All right, so let's go. Speaking of toasters, have y'all heard about YouTube cameras, honey? Honey, they say she was out here in a hotel, mosey wosey, with that dude, DG, allegedly. But y'all looking at those photos, that was the same hotel room. That was the same hotel room. And listen here, I know about hotels, YouTube cameras. Now you know I know about hotels, girl. They done ran that ad of me being on the news about the hotel. They ran that ad up and down, up and down, up and down. Why didn't you reach out for me? Why didn't you reach out to me for a PR statement? Girl, why didn't you reach out to me for a PR statement? Girl, I could have hooked you up. We could have had you right. You know what I'm saying? But anyhow, they said that it was a Airbnb. It wasn't even a hotel. Get into that. Yeah, they said that it was a Airbnb. And child, I guess YouTube cameras is getting upset because can't nobody understand her. You know? But she sure know how to communicate with these men. Child, they say she be communicating with these men. They say that, she's one of those, she'll shake her purse. Allegedly. That's what they say. I mean, and there's nothing wrong with it. If you want to shake your purse for a man, go right on ahead because I'll shake my purse for my husband. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, I think that the girls are just really calling her out because, like, she was over there flopping like a fish when Duke was around, when just Krista and him was popping. You know what I'm saying? She was over there flopping like a fish, meowing and doing all that. I said, girl, I said, what has Miss Thing got into? What has been got up into Miss Thing? And you know what? She's a cancer. And I'm going to be honest with you. She's a cancer woman and she's hot like that, honey. YouTube cameras, I'm sorry, but you ain't to be trusted around my man. You, Krista, Lolo, I don't trust any one of you around my man. Okay. Y'all be doing too much. Y'all be doing too much. Y'all be hee and ha and being friends with each other. And then next thing you know, y'all be then swooped up in his DM. And you know what, Diamond Dory, girl, if you in the building or if you in the chat, baby, I need you to hit this link. Girl, cause they saying that you out here, you done stole that woman's man. Oh my God, Diamond Dory out here stealing people's man. And you know what? When I heard that story from that young lady, where was that story at? Whose panel were we on? I don't know whose panel they were on, but Kiki ended up coming over to Pastor J. Wilson's. And my thing was I wasn't going to sit there and have a pity party. What I was going to do for Kiki was uplift her in that moment and let her know, like, girl, it don't matter where you been in life and what the story was a year ago, 2 years ago. Girl, where you at today? You went up into 2025, baby. Some people didn't even make it into 2025. Them folks in New Orleans and that whole terrorist attack, baby, they went down. Some people didn't make it. So we got to be thankful for the little things, it ain't about all that, you know, it's just never been about all that with me, I try, I try to be as authentic as I can, as much as I can, because you can only do so much, right? It's only so much I'm gonna tell you on here, because this is the beef sector, right? But my thing is for that man to sit up and do that child like that, to do that, look, that young lady, my heart just, I felt that. I felt that. I resonated with that young lady. I resonated with that. I sure did. My daddy was like that. My daddy would have girlfriends, and he had this one childish girlfriend. Baby, she would call our phone and cuss us out. We live way in Atlanta. She was here in Tulsa. She was here in Tulsa. She would call our phone. My daddy would just sit right there. Sometimes he'll be there, sometimes he wouldn't. But even if he was there, like he would sit and laugh in the background. And so, like, I love my daddy, don't get me wrong. But daddy, you don't get the right to play in my face no more. Uh-uh. Daddy, you don't get the right to play in my face no more because you played in my face when I didn't know no better, daddy, I know better. Mm-mm. I love you, daddy, but it's like after all those years that you really wasn't there for me, and then calling you, you wasn't remembering birthdays. And it's like now I'm older and you want to call me every time like it's around your birthday or around Father's Day so you can get a gift. Baby, it don't work like that. I love you, but no, it does not work like that. You're not about to sit up here and use me. I know you're my father, but you're not about to use you, my daddy, just to skim me up out of some gifts. No, thank you. I love you, but I just feel like, I forgive you, daddy. I do. And I did that for myself. And I've been able to move on. And I've just been praying that he can, get the hint and he needs to get himself together. When you want to have that conversation, I'm talking about the real conversation, you know? Because I get tired of him every time we come around. Oh, I was a good daddy. And just to keep the damn peace, I'm like, yep, yep, yep. But it's like he just misses the whole line or the story or the moment of him terrorizing my mama and putting his hands on her. I woke up one night, he was in there putting his hands on her. But what really struck me up tonight again, well, last night on that live, was that woman said that he hid her social security card so she couldn't get no job. I said, now he was controlling her. Now that's a different type of control. If y'all don't really know, if you don't know, this guy, was a provider. We had it going on so much as she thought. Shoot, later, sooner or later, she found out that man was smoking that stuff, y'all. He was smoking that stuff, child. It got so bad that he went to go steal from the baby. And back in the day when I used to get high, child, I ain't never stole. Now, one thing I can tell y'all when I was back in the day, I ain't never steal nothing from my family. I ain't never steal nothing from my family. I can tell you that. After when I was out there smoking that stuff, I did not steal from my family, baby. I get out there and I hustle. Okay. Baby, if I wanted to get high, baby, I was gonna hustle. Okay. Hmm. But it was like, why did I even get on those drugs? You know what I'm saying? Because my mama's best friend introduced me to it and my cousin. They was all staying at my house. I mean, it was just like a whole damn setup. Everything was good. Me, my brother, and my cousin, we had moved out, got our own place. I was working, she was working, he was working, we was paying our bills. And as soon as those destructive motherfuckers that my mama invited on over my sister, her baby daddy, and the girl, it was just too much. It was too much. It was like it wasn't even my apartment no more. Like my apartment went from nice luxury to ran through like a Tatiana. My apartment did. Soon as my sister came, I mean, my sister, she just so hood and just ghetto. I ain't never seen nobody in America that just wanted to be from the ghetto as bad as my sister. I'm just like, oh my God. Like, where did you get that from? Like, girl, we grew up in the suburbs. What did you, I mean, when we were younger, we went, to our friends, to our family's house, and some of them stayed in the ghetto and the hood and stuff. But girl, we did not. So yeah, that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. But back to this trauma this young lady has been going through. But you know what? The good thing is Kiki said that her and her daughter is in therapy. I was like, oh my goodness. I was so happy for her because, we as parents and as individuals and those that have been in love, if you've been in love and things like that, then you know kind of what that woman going through. You know what I'm saying? Let's not act like we never had a heartbreak. Girl, please. Now look back on those heartbreaks and say, girl, you got through it. But honey, when you going through it, you gotta praise God through your circumstance. I don't give a damn what it is. It could be your job, it could be life, it could be depression, baby. You better thank you, Lord, for keeping me in all my ways. Thank you, Lord, for waking me up this morning to see me on my way. It be the small things. It be the smallest things. But that really warmed my heart that they are in therapy. Because that woman she really wanted to just cry out. That woman wanted to cry. She was like, oh, let's go on the trip, this, that, and the third. No, baby, I ain't here for that. I ain't here for that. I'm just here to love on you. I don't want nothing. God is going to supply all my needs. Kiki, I want to be here for you and uplift you and tell you that you are loved, that you are doing a good job. You raise your daughter. That young lady she speaks very intelligently. You know, you can tell the upbringing, but just to hear her crying out and saying, y'all, let's get this off the internet. You know, if she's feeling like that, how many of these reality stars, how does their children feel? You know, that's what I'm saying. See, people be like, oh my God, this is too much. Why you bringing all this to YouTube? No, we need to talk about stuff like this. We need to talk about stuff like this. It ain't that woman's business, it's God's business. It was for us to know. Hello? Okay. So that's what it's given. So let's get on over to I'm gonna get him a break for a little bit. I want to get over to Lolo. So Miss Lolo is over there bobbing her head, still hanging on that lemon. And the ladies are just Krista, she's been on her head. She calls her meathead. I told just Krista, I told her the ladies that were not for her. She didn't want to hear it. She wanted to, oh, you this, you that. Okay. Like, girl, we can banter, but girl, I'm trying to tell you something. You know how you could be trying to give somebody a message without blatantly just going out there saying, hey, this. I try to give Krista so many nuggets, but she's stuck in her ways. Yeah, she's stuck in her ways. And that's just what it is. But she said she knew what she was doing. But my thing is, you set up there and it didn't really hit like she thought that it was gonna hit. Like when she had come out, oh, Queen Tangerine, this, that, and the third. It didn't come out like that. And the reason why it didn't just come out like that, because girl, you should have did all that in the beginning. Like you just sat around and you over there serenading and marinating. You got Duke over there. You know what I'm saying? He over there really turning you up with that spoon. Just turn it, just whipping you up. And you so now it's over. Now you lonely, right? Now you back in the food stamp line looking for a handout. Okay. And then I don't know where she was tonight, but she hopped up on the piano and was like, who is that man? Who is that man? Like she was just so anxious for another man. I'm like, just Chris the girl. Like, girl, take some time, do your meditations, focus on you, girl, and like revamp. She's a beautiful woman, but I don't like to see her in that light where she's just acting so desperate. Like, girl, you too beautiful for that. You just too beautiful for that. I mean, the damsel in distress, okay, I got that. That was maybe your first round. But like, I want to see something different, just Krista. Okay, so let's get on Ness. hmm So Ness is around with her cup, her change cup, shaking it looking for a donation, looking for a handout anywhere she can get it. I told her she wants to act like she's a billionaire. I think that she should get her furniture and everything that she needs from her house from Timo. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they have everything. They have everything from furniture, little blow up little furniture. It might be a little mini size, but hey, at least it's something. But child, she was running around YouTube with her head cut off like a chicken, child. I was like, Ness is doing a lot. Yes, honey, she was on a press tour. She told YouTube cameras that that nobody was gonna listen to her. But see, this is my thing for Ness. Just the other day, like you acting like you acting like you with the shits, but you have to put up a poll and ask the people if you should go at her. I don't think anybody in the beef sector should be putting up a poll saying, should I go at somebody? If you feel it in your heart and you feel it in your spirit and you feel it in the deep down inside, get on there. Get on there and just do it. I just, that just took the fun out of it for me. So that's why, when I seen her on panels and stuff, that's why I feel like Ness was a joke because, like, BBW, girl, you should have gave us that lemon tea as soon as y'all split up, girl. It was supposed to been hot popping popcorn, baby. Okay, you should have gave us all that. I think she would have got a bigger reaction, and baby, yes, she would have got cash apps. But you held on to the information a little too long, and that tea got stale, because everybody that moved on. Everybody that moved on. Now they are on Lemon and his eyebrows. Okay. Lemon got him an eyebrow kit off of Amazon, and baby, he does his eyebrows. Baby, that's why he be like, y'all, hold on, hold on. When y'all tell him to come on camera, he like, hold on, hold on. Bitch, in there making up those eyebrows. Let me get these eyebrows together. Okay. And thank y'all for the cash apps for donating to the makeup. Okay. And listen, here is nothing wrong with makeup. I didn't say that that man was like that because he puts on his eyebrows. I just said that the man him and his friend Resto, they just like to put on eyebrows. And actually, Resto, his wife, he got an assistant. His wife puts on his eyebrows. Okay. Honey, his Korean wife, honey, puts on those eyebrows and honey, she makes sure they are snatched. Okay. Yes, she definitely does, honey. I asked him. I said, where your eyebrows at? He said, oh, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yep, they be over there painting drag, child. Let me be over there painting drag. That's why he barely got hair on his face, y'all. He be painting drag. As soon as he get up off of here, honey, he go and do his little drag shows. Be pumping it. Okay. Yes. And that's just what it is. And like I said, it ain't nothing wrong with a lemon. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I rocks with lemon. I just wish that oh, and who was this new chick? Izzy or Iggy? Is her name Izzy? I think it's Izzy. Yeah, so I go on over to Lemon's house the other day because I wanted to know what was going on. I heard Izzy up there, she was trying to run the panel and she was aggressive. Her tone, it was her tone for me. It was her tone. Girl, she had her tone. She was just, I don't know, it was something in that tone and it triggered me to go on up there. And yeah, and I went on up there and Lemon was up there, with the chilling out and stuff. I don't think I really said too much. But as soon as he left, you know what? I had to make my mark. I had to let Izzy know who was in charge. Okay. Izzy, I don't care what sector you from and how you do things, sweetheart. There's only one queen that's running things over here. Okay. Now I said that I was giving up the captain of the Lemonettes, honey, but I never passed the torch to you. I never passed. You would have thought that Izzy got the torch, like I had passed her the torch. Like we had a whole conversation. Izzy, it was not going down like that, sweetheart. It was not going down like that. That's not what we was doing, sister. Yeah, so I had to let Izzy know that, it just wasn't that. Uh-huh. Now listen here. I want y'all to get into this. So Ray Ellen And Sean Bradley, child, it's been a lot going on in these streets. Oh, child, it has been a lots going on. Child, they were talking about stalking and harassment and things like that. And the woman didn't want her voice played. And it was a bird call. And it's a code. And so, child, when I got over there to Brianna's and Pizarro's, you know I had to ask. I said, are we in a cult? Is this a cult? You know, because sometimes people be in cults and they just don't know. I decided to ask. So for the people that's wanting to know, child, I went over to Brianna's and well, it was Brianna's panel, and Peace was there, and they had a fabulous panel. Oh, and Brianna had her man over there. Child. Yeah, I mean, you know what? I really like that man for her. She seems very happy. She's glowing. And I'm just happy for those that are in love, like genuinely, like living their best life. You know, I'm telling you, I love when people are living their best life, you know, despite what you might hear or whatever. But I love to see people happy. I really do. I really wish that I could see Brooke and Malik happy, but I don't think that that's going to happen. You know. Hmm. Absolutely not. Yes. So are you all loving these early shows? Okay. Look at us bright and early. The sun isn't even out, but y'all, let me show y'all my view. Listen here, I'm just having me a cup of coffee on the front end. Here, let me do this. Yeah, this is my view. Hmm. Yeah, just having a cup of coffee. But you know what? Sometime today, I'm gonna have to have a conversation with Diamond Dory. Uh-huh. I'm gonna have Dory. If you see this broadcast, you and I need to have a talk, sister. You and I need to have a talk. We need to have a sit down. Oh yeah. So Dory, I want you to definitely put it in your schedule for us to have a sit down. Because this right here, girl, no, we don't do that. And we are co-parenting. No, girl, we are gonna co-parent and we are gonna, as wives, we're gonna step aside and let our husbands deal with their children's parent, the other parent. Like we're not gonna do that. I don't do that. Mm-mm. I do not do that. That is so disrespectful. That is so disrespectful. I would never get in the between my husband and his children's mother. No, girl, no. You don't. Mm-mm. We gotta protect the kids, girl. I don't care if they are 30 and 40 or 50, girl. Those are still them people's kids, you know. And then that was a girl. It's like what are we teaching our younger generation of ladies that are coming up? This is not the behavior that you do. Like you don't this is not a win. This is not a score. This isn't nothing to celebrate. No, of course not. You sitting over here dividing families up and adding drama. No, you don't do that. Girl, what are you doing to yourself? And you know what? It makes me it makes me feel good that Kiki and her daughter are just overcoming the obstacles. You know, like no matter what's going on, when I seen her last night, it just really seemed like she just needed somewhere to just kind of let it out, you know? And sometimes we need to just do that, y'all. Just let it out. Don't be holding no stuff up in you. Please don't hold that stuff up in you. Because when your mind and you get by yourself, your mind, you get an idle mind, and you know it's best you get things off your mind instead of keeping them in. Even if you have to go by yourself and scream or go to the top of a mountain, do what you got to do to get that up out of you. But I feel like everybody deserves to live. I feel like everybody deserves to live a joyful, joyous, harmonious life. And some people deprive themselves of that. They just choose violence. They just choose to not have a good day. Some people just don't want it, you know. But as long as we're showing up for them and showing them that, hey, you can get through this, like no matter what it is. You have to laugh it out, cry it out, whatever it is. But yeah, it was a lot. I think that that story with Kiki and her daughter and the daughter's dad, that just Rolex, child, that rubbed me the wrong way. I was like, whoa, it hit something up in me. Yes, it hit something up in me. It was like a trauma. I was like, I know that feeling oh so well. And then you got the girlfriend in the middle of it, gaslighting. I said, no, ma'am. Mm-mm. Where they do that at? You know? Yeah. I said, where they do that at? And then, well, Octavius ended up coming up on the panel. And I was kind of a little bit disappointed in him because I was, expecting for him to get on up there. Like someone else said, I think it was Pastor J. Wilson. He was like, you should have told her to get down, you know, and just kind of like take a breather. But, she said that she wanted to do that and she wanted to stay up there. But I think she was more excited over there on that other panel. But when she had got to Pastor J. Wilson's panel, I could sense that, she was kind of at ease. She was a little calm. I see her and Tracy, they decided to make up, and Tracy said that she was going to unblock her. So, hopefully, they can move in the right direction, you know. What else happened? So Rodney had who did he have on his panel yesterday? Rodney had somebody on his panel and they was doing the most. Um, but it was a great show. People were it's been so many stories going on. I'm trying to keep up. But yeah, so Rodney ended up going live and I think it was like a showdown over there. hmm So YouTube cameras then fired up her live, honey. She's back live on this rising and she's back on out here. But I guess I'm gonna be the I'll just come through and give my little 1-2 about what I've seen and what I participated in. And if I've forgotten something, um, you all definitely put it in the comments. If you're the replay gang, definitely thank you. For those that have tuned into this live broadcast, I definitely want to thank you as well. All right, this concludes our morning wrap up. Okay, the rising wrap up. Until next time, so long.